making tofu teriyaki, don't miss out on this video because you're getting 2 recipes in one video. The first one is to make any teriyaki meal, and the second one is a base recipe for crispy baked tofu. You deserve to be happy and healthy. Hey folks, Joyce here, certified health and nutrition coach. This channel is for people who want to start or refresh their healthy habits. So if you're interested in doing just that, make sure to hit the subscribe button and watch all the way to the end for bonus tips. Let's get started on this recipe so you can have more options for plant-based meals during the week. First thing we need to do is to prep this tofu by pressing it. I have a video how to press tofu without a tofu press, so please watch that if you don't know how to do it. The thing we need to do to get this meal going is to cook the rice. I have some brown rice. This is actually a purple rice medley, whole grain. And if you have any questions about cooking brown rice in an Instapot, I put the link to a video in the description below. I have the oven set to 400 degrees, preheating at the moment, and I'm preparing this cooking sheet with parchment paper. Put that to the side. This is a special tofu because typical firm tofu is 10 grams per serving, but this is 14. All right, so we're going to cut this in the middle with our bench knife. And it should be nice and even, so just pressing it down. Okay, we'll cut it in half like so. Now we're going to place the tofu on top of our parchment paper. This tofu is super firm, y'all. Lay it out like so. Give it some room. We'll take a tablespoon of Bragg's amino acid, and we're going to sprinkle it on here. And then we're also going to take a tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil, and we're going to sprinkle it on as well. And now we're going to take our hands and kind of mix them all together so all the tofu gets some flavor and oil. And the last thing we're going to do is sprinkle some of the cornstarch on top here, and we're going to mix that up as well. Now the tofu is ready to be popped into the oven for about 20 minutes, 400 degrees. While the tofu is baking, let's go ahead and prep our veggies. So we're going to just peel off as many of these florets as we can, just like so. Next up is our carrots. We're going to peel them and roll cut. For the roll cut, lay the carrot on its side, place the knife at a 45-degree angle, then cut down, then roll the carrot towards you, cut it again, roll it, cut, and keep going. Next thing we'll do is put the carrots in with the broccoli so we can wash them together. Now that it's been rinsed 3 times, let's fill it up, and I'm going to cut half of the lemon and squeeze the lemon juice so that the vegetables stay nice and green and orange. Now it's time to steam those veggies. Add about 1 inch of water to the top and your steamer, and turn the heat on to high and cover it. Our pot is steaming. Let's go ahead and add our vegetables here. Okay, we're about ready to remove. Oh my gosh, look how beautiful these vegetables are. And we're going to remove it from the steamer, and we're going to turn off the heat and remove this pot and discard the liquid. We can put it back on the stove and let it dry just a little bit. All right, here's our tofu. Ooh, nice and brown. For the crisp test, here we are. All right, here's a taste test. Now that the pot is dry, let's turn the heat on to medium and add a tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil, and let's add our vegetables back in, and our crispy tofu, voila, and then our sauce. So I use the Trader Joe's Soyaki to keep things easy, and we're just going to stir it up. If you'd like a little more sauce, I definitely recommend thinning it up a little bit. Let's add a 1/4 cup of water and a 1/4 cup of the sauce. We definitely want to be mindful of the sodium content here. It is definitely high with any teriyaki dish, but if you are following a balanced diet, having a high sodium meal is not going to make or break you for the day, okay?
You have to try this tofu. There's like a skin on it from the underside of the tofu, right, hitting the pan. It has a really nice texture and it's flavored really well. That sauce is really nice with that rice. I'm gonna add some broccoli. It's crisp, but not overly crisp. It's nice and tender. So challenging to eat with my mouth full and talk at the same time. I'm gonna try some carrots.
Now that I finished chewing my food, I hope y'all were inspired to try this recipe at home so you can add it to your rotation for plant-based meals. Let me know what you think of in the comments below. Otherwise, thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, share, or hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. And if you have, thank y'all so much. See y'all next week. And remember, you deserve to be happy and healthy.